Hello, hello, and welcome to the division exponent properties. First, we've got the quotient of powers. To divide powers with the same base, we subtract their exponents. Power of a quotient. To find the power of the numerator, which is the top, and power of the denominator, which is the bottom, and divide. Similar to the distributive property. Now again, just like in power of the product, it's similar to the distributive property, but it is not the distributive property. In this little example here, I give the 2 the 3 and the x the 3. I didn't distribute. It was power of a quotient. It looks like distribute. It's not distributing. All right, let's take a look at letter A. We got x to the 4th over x to the 3rd. That's division. Division means we're going to subtract our exponents. So I get x to the power of 1. Letter B, we got 3 to the 5th over 3 to the 7th. So that's 3 to the 5 minus 7, which is 3 to the negative power. 3 to the power of negative 2. We don't like that. We'd like to have a positive power. So I'm going to rewrite it as 1 over 3 to the power of positive 2. So negative on top goes onto the bottom. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. So the answer is 1 over 9. Letter C. There is the power of a quotient. And it's going to look like I'm doing distributive, but I'm not. Quick reminder that this is actually 2 to the 1st, 3 to the 1st. We're going to multiply these powers by 2. 2 to the power of, 1 times 2 is 2, so we get 2 to the power of 2. Then we have 3. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. So our answer is 4 over 9. Letter D. Similar, but the power is negative. Let's quickly remind ourselves this is actually 2 to the 1st and 3 to the 1st. And let's use power of quotient rule to multiply these powers by negative 2. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Unfortunately, though, we have negative powers, which means we need to switch them. We got to flip them. They got to switch sides. We get 2 to the power of 2 on the bottom, and then 3 to the power of positive 2 on top. Let's simplify. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Take a look at those. When I had a positive power, it was 4 over 9. When it was negative, it was 9 over 4. They're reciprocals, right? Negative exponents are reciprocals. So what a negative 2 did is it made the reciprocal answer of the positive 2 for letter C. All right, letter E. Just going to remind ourselves about the power of 1. And then we're going to use the power of quotient rule and multiply everything by 3. All right. Well, they're all 1s. 1 times 3 is 3. So everything becomes to the power of 3. Let's simplify. 4 to the power of 3 is 64. We got x to the 3rd. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. Perfect. Letter F. I'm going to rewrite this all with powers of 1. And then raise it to the negative 2. Everything here, all the powers get multiplied by -2. So we get 7 to the power of -2. Well, actually, they all get a power of -2 since they all have a power of 1. And 2 times negative 2 times 1 is -2. I do have negative exponents, so I am going to have to rewrite this. I'm going to move this a little lower. Okay. 7 to the -2 becomes 7 to the +2 on the bottom. C to the power of -2 becomes C to the power of +2 on the bottom. 5 to the power of -2 becomes 5 to the power of +2 up top. Let's simplify. 5 to the power of 2 is 25. 7 to the power of 2 is 49. And C remains just C, because I don't know what it is. Right. Last two. Oh, oh, there we go. Okay, so I have multiplication and I have division. Because of the order of operations, we go left to right, which means first I'm going to work with that fraction, which is the quotient rule. So this becomes x to the 7 minus 4 times x to the 6. 7 minus 4 is 3, so it becomes x to the 3rd times x to the 6th. When we multiply exponents with the same base, we add them. So this is x to the 9th. Letter H. Ooh, we got to do a little bit first. We've got to multiply by that -2 in that quotient for that quotient power rule. So we get x to the power of -8, x to the power of -6 times x to the 3rd. I don't necessarily need to rewrite that quotient right now. I don't need to flip them. I don't need to use the power of the product of negative exponents. Sorry. So I am going to go ahead and subtract them first. So we have x to the power of -8 minus -6 times x to the 3rd. So this becomes x to the power of -2 times x to the 3rd. We're going to finish that up by adding, and that gives us x to the power of 1. Wow, that was a lot just to get x to the power of 1. All right, not too bad. A lot of writing, but not too bad. I hope this was okay for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, or whoever else is helping you with this. Have a wonderful rest of whatever day it is for you. Bye!